Hello, Radiant Lights. Always great to connect with you. Feel you in my heart. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. This is Soul Awakening with Michele Meiche. It's great to connect with you also here. And those of you that have been traveling with me for a while, that have been subscribed, thank you so much for being a part of this community. Thank you so much in the trust in my readings, and thank you so much with what you share through your comments, sharing the video. Some of you have joined with me on Patreon and Soul Connected Living. Some of you have donated to the channel to help the community grow, and I appreciate all of that so very much. All right, so some of you know I do weekly tune-ins and then other readings around that, various readings you can see by the various playlists. This is for the monthly tune-in. I'm going to get the energetic pulse. You're welcome to skip ahead. You can listen to this. If you're new to my channel, what I normally do is I tune in with my guides and connecting to source energies to see what is the universal pulse, what's happening energetically. And then each pick a card, each stack, each soul story will be how it's going to be affecting you individually. So if you do want to skip ahead, it is time stamped. This is soul story number 1, soul story number 2, and soul story number 3. All right, Radiant Lights, if you're staying around for the energetic pulse, let's see what's going on. So I've been getting a lot, as you probably know by the last the reading that I did for August, I believe, the last few readings that I've done for the weeklies predicted a lot of jolting energy, unpredictability, a lot more restriction and constriction, a lot more mandates, lockdown, people's rights, but shocking truths, things that would just jolt us out of our comfort zone. As well as environmental and changes within the climactic changes, right? So I'm still seeing a theme of that for, I almost wanted to say February, because we are preparing for a big turning point in February. September seems to bring a lot more wake-up calls, a lot more jolts. I do feel there'll be a lot more unrest, mental unrest. For some it could be anxiety, it could be anticipation, exhilaration, a hopefulness. For some people it could be energy that you don't quite know what to do with, right? Like you want to get going on something but you don't quite know what, or you can feel changes. I feel like many of you are going to start feeling that there's another big pivot, a pivotal point that we're coming to. So there are going to be a lot of pivots, but I do feel at the close of this year into 2022, there is a big pivot. I'm also seeing in the energies of 2022, a lot more people coming together. So if you're looking for a relationship, wanting that relationship, that life partner, soulmate relationship, chances are for many of you, that's in 2022. Collaborative, creative relationships, like-minded individuals, your soul tribe, soul family, the building of communities. A lot more is coming together, and a lot more in regards to shared resources. Look at it of this year, and especially the second half of this year, we're really being prepared to fall back more on our intuition, our inner knowing, connect more to our higher self, live more from the higher self, and align more to our soul. So this is about separating out what isn't really us, what isn't really our truth or our understanding, what isn't of benefit to us. So you're going to be seeing a lot of what it isn't, what things are not, what isn't working, what isn't part of your best interest, what isn't life enhancing. It is also, September brings a lot of discernment, and I call it spiritual discernment, which means you may not agree with someone, like their behavior, like what's going on. You may even be angry with someone, but the spiritual discernment understands that we're still interconnected spiritually. There is no separation, but you may be making choices to not be around certain people, certain individuals, certain groups or companies, or buy certain products because what's revealed shows that they're not in alignment with your values or the highest values, the best version of you, of your life, or of life in general. So a lot comes into account of ethics, more so integrity. The shadow will be moral. The lower octave will be people taking a moral high ground, perhaps a lot of shaming and blaming. But it really has to do with what's ethical. And you might even look up that word. What is ethical? What is ethics? What is integrity? Integrity means wholeness. It means an alignment to the whole person. Okay, and I take it to a soul level. We're looking at, these are soul readings, soul messages. I do see disruptions. There'll be a lot of disruptions in September, disruptions in technology, electricity. I do feel like there could be unusual earth events, changes, climatic. It could be like lightning storms, winter storms, or it could be transformers knocked out, or pipelines, or electrical lines, or trees falling down or falling on something, fires. There's a lot that happens kind of unexpectedly in a quirky, odd way. Not continually, but here, kind of hit or miss, sudden turn of events, sudden events. Now, I will say not everything is etched in stone between now and February. I do feel towards the close of the year, and definitely around January and for sure February, things will be more known, and things that perhaps once were just a suggestion or mandate may become law. Or something that was going to be law could be reversed. So there's a lot to do also, I would say, September and into October with legalities and legal dealings, also with finance. So this is the thrust. It's a preparation. If you listen to what I'm talking about, it's like if you're going traveling, maybe you want to know about the weather, or maybe you want to know what your financial situation is, or if you're going to another country, what's the conversion rate for your your money. You're going to France, francs. You're going to go to England, it's a pound, pesos, whatever, right? You're going to the United States, it's $1. What is it? What's the conversion rate? And what's the conversion rate of resources, your resources financially and your resources energetically? What's the conversion rate? Are you getting a fair exchange for what you're doing? So September brings a bit of purging, a little bit of discriminating, or spiritual discernment, but also purging or cleansing what's no longer working, okay? Or purging foods or activities or routines that are not supportive of the highest version of you and the highest version of your life or vision. Many of you are going to be looking at making moves and changes and starting to plan on that or do research. I would say September, October into the close of the year is a good time for research, especially starting, I would say, mid to end of September. There is a lot of energy towards mid-September, end of September, that seems to turn in on itself, where things could seem like they're going in one direction, and all of a sudden they halt, or there's a 180 where that turns around. Again, not everything is etched in stone right now. There's a lot of upheaval. The energy is upheaval. Now, I say that, and you could say astrologically it's very Uranian right now. It could be also because of the squares. Anyway, I'm not going to get into astrology of it, but so what you can count on is what's right in front of you. So I would say plan, put your ideas into motion, and then see what happens. So even if something seems to be stalled or stagnant or taking longer, things are being worked out. Now, part of what's happening is because there is a letting go of soul contracts. There's been a releasing where our slate is getting clearer and clearer and cleaner and cleaner, which means instead of operating from the templates, the overlays on top of the soul, like if this was the soul, we have all these overlays, right? Societal programming, right? Conditioned responses. Those are being more and more removed to get to the soul level. I love this aragonite. Helps you connect into the Earth Star Chakra. Very grounding. helps you feel more comfortable on earth, and then to connect with your purpose, manifesting it on earth. Very powerful. So that being said, with these overlays coming up, there's this resistance holding things back, pulling back. But the resistance is actually, for those of you that are more and more in its soul alignment, living more from your higher self, it's to push you or catapult you forward or upward and outward. It's actually to help in the ascension. The resistance actually helps in the ascension. Think of the resistance as in the earth, there's the polarity plane, right? Duality expresses through polarity, or polarity expresses through duality. And there's this ping pong back and forth, that's this pressure, right? It's pressure like that. So if you don't ping pong back and forth, you'll feel the effects. That's what's happening to everybody. They're feeling the effects of this pressure coming in this way and this pressure coming in this way. So you can either, like a magnet, get polarized to one side or the other, or within the pressure, you can breathe into it, and as you breathe out, it propels you forward. So in a way, like the Buddhist tradition states, take the middle way. There's the middle way. The way out of this or around this is through your creativity, your creative expression, whatever that means to you. Your creativity, your creative expression connects you more to your soul, aligns you more to your soul, and it releases the de-stress, the overstress. It begins to alchemize this. So there's an alchemization that's taking place with this energy. It's working on us to recalibrate us energetically. Our frequency, our complex of frequencies actually, is being recalibrated to requalify the energy, to change the quality of the energy. So our energetic matrix that we are is being recalibrated and requalified to connect more to the soul design. Okay, so you may feel a little fuzzy, you may feel, a little bit scattered, you may feel like you just have jumping out of your skin, or you want to make all these changes, or you may realize, God, I'm getting so much work done on the astral plane that I'm tired, or dream state, or I'm processing a lot. Many of you may find that you have more energy to do a lot. Maybe there's more work, business picking up. There can be increases this month financially. There can be increases in help, support, and energy. Now, the thing is to get out of the little mind, the little self, with whatever's going on, that this too shall pass. Okay, everything's kind of in a flux and flow this month. So don't hold on that it has to stay a certain way, okay? That doesn't mean that if something's going great, that now it has to go badly. No, it's not that. It's just that the way this energy manifests is going to change over time, okay? Eventually, this energy will take a form that allows you to have a better foundation. But the best foundation for now is trusting in the unknown, in the void, through connecting more to your higher self, aligning more to your soul, listening to your intuition. Some of you may want to journal things out, do voice notes, find ways to be more creative or expressive. Now that could be anything that so many of you want to do YouTube videos, or you want to do more on social media, you're writing that book, or you want to reach out, you're looking for a new job. Now's the time to get clear on what again isn't working and what do you now want to try. So this is also a taste test time. It's a testing time. You will be tested, and it is a time to test the waters in situations, okay? It's also a time to completing cycles, so it's also about forgiveness, letting go, understanding how people can do harm out of their own wounding, out of fear. Now that doesn't mean you excuse destructive, hurtful behavior. It just means that you get out of the duality of this, or the polarity rather, because duality, we always express through duality, because this world is dual to have creation. But to try to get into the isness of how a situation is, it just is how it is, and accept how it is. And even if you don't like it or understand, you can say, oh, this way I can see this wounding, or I responded this way out of wounding or out of fear, out of an old conditioned response pattern to try to not be hurt. So if you can begin to take more of an objective view, what we call get into the detached observer, again, you can do this through mindfulness, meditation, breath work, things like Qigong, Tai Chi. This month would be a good time to do, for yourself or for others, Reiki, energy work, acupuncture, anything that's going to work with the energy centers within the body, chakra balancing, chakra clearing, cleansing, work with aromatherapy oils, aromatherapy baths, work with crystals. It's also, we've got this amazing new moon coming in on the 6th and 7th. So there is this influx of energy. Now this new moon is going to bring a focus of clearing things out, getting clear, and looking at what isn't working and what is working. Where do you want to put more of your attention? So there's going to be a lot of chaos. For many in the mainstream, chaos, confusion. There's going to be, again, jolts like we had in August. Things that we're seeing that we just can't believe, But within that is this creative flow, right? Out of creation or chaos comes new order, and out of confusion comes new order. There's chaos and confusion. There's a new structure trying to come in. Out of confusion and chaos also comes in creativity. So if you try to get the idea that there's this swirl of energy and it's taking all these radical forms, but it still is energy, there is a place where the energy is undifferentiated. Okay, before the energy begins to manifest as divine masculine or divine feminine, as electrical or magnetic, okay? Before there is that source, when you connect in with source energies, it's what we call metaphysically undifferentiated. That's where our creative solutions are. That's the residing, the higher self is beginning. Of course, the further we go into that indifferentiated energy, there's a complete merging. So there's no higher or lower self. You go through the soul and then you just merge with the oneness, with the all that is, with God, right? The innate intelligence, the infinite innate intelligence of the universe. So that's the place to be more at. Find ways to raise your vibrational frequency, to come from the higher vibrational frequency, the frequency of 5D and above. Now, that doesn't mean you're not sad. Living more 5D, which many of us are living more the energies of the new earth, which is opening up to the new emerging consciousness, right? That doesn't mean you don't get sad or angry or look at something and it bothers you. It just means you no longer operate from conditioned response patterns. You allow the emotions to move through. And as you allow them to move through, you release energy. You release these stuck energy, these energy pockets. You free up. You're bringing energy from your past timelines or multidimensional timelines. Many people are having little gaps throughout the day, or like I call it a deja vu, but it's a future deja vu where you're connecting with different aspects of your being on multiple timelines. They're now starting to converge into one vehicle. So you can allow that to happen. That will keep you buoyant. That will help you raise your vibrational frequency. Things that you enjoy doing, things that make you feel good or feel happy, people that you can be genuine with. Again, being higher vibrational doesn't mean that you aren't sad or mad. You just don't stay stuck in those lower octaves of emotions, right? And you're connecting in through your center. So use your spiritual tools. Connect with those that you feel a resonance to. And for many of you will be like-minded individuals. And those that are challenging you, you feel triggered or challenged. And maybe certain people are doing hurtful things or saying hurtful things, or things that are triggering you. Understand how someone, again, people say the trigger is in you. Yes, that's true. But sometimes people do say things that are harmful, hurtful. But if you can look at that and handle the hurt, handle how you're triggered, and then understand that they're coming from a lower vibrational frequency expression, a lower octave. They're coming out of wounding. It doesn't excuse the behavior. This isn't about excusing behavior. This is about using spiritual discernment to discern what is. Where is this behavior, this action, this activity, this belief, this idea, this communication coming from? To give yourself some emotional distance, some emotional space, some emotional breathing room. You can do that with yourself as well. So there is going to be a lot to do with forgiveness this month, okay? Also, it's looking at the higher vibrational cause of something, or the causal point of something, right? I said in one of my videos, I think it was last week's video, I made the comment about whether someone is a vegan sitting next to a carnivore and having something in common. Everyone has to ascend, to get out of living out the extremes of polarity. First of all, don't look at things at face value, because, I'm not here to say do A or B. I'm just giving channel guidance, and I'm doing, the tarot and channeling and doing my psychic work and giving you the information to see what you want to do. I will tell you, though, a big learning lesson for many, many people is that you are going to be put with people that are actually going to be helpful to you, and maybe you'll even be helpful to them, that you would normally have little in common, or you might think they're less evolved or whatever, you might think, oh, they're conservative and I'm liberal, but they're going to be there to help you. And that's why I use that example. You can still have your belief about something or how you live. That's fine. And whatever your soul's purpose is, whatever you feel your mission is, you need to do that. I'm trying to guide people to see beyond, to include, you can't live completely in that oneness, because we all have likes and preferences, and we make judgments about what we like or what we think is healthy or not healthy. I'll give an example. Let's say you used to smoke, or maybe you never smoked cigarettes, but you hate it. You hate the smell, you hate smoking. And let's say go on a road trip and you get a flat tire in the desert, and there's no gas station around. You have AAA, you can't get through, or they can't come, they're on their way, or they can't come for, 5 hours because you're in a remote place. And let's say somebody, I can just see them driving with their, let's say a pickup truck, right? Whatever car or truck, whatever you call it. And let's say it smells like smoke. They're a smoker and you detest smoking. And they say, I can give you a ride. And are you going to say, no, I'll wait the 5 hours or the 6 hours for the AAA? That's what we have in the United States. I don't know if some of you are in other countries, so whatever, roadside service. And this person, let's say, is very nice. Are you going to not get in the car because they smoke cigarette? Maybe some of you will. That's fine. That's your decision. Or are you going to get in the car and then lecture them about smoking? And I'm just using that as an example. I'm not for smoking and I'm not against smoking. I don't have an opinion on it. So I'm just trying to show examples in a light way of what I'm talking about, because someone can be so seemingly different from us. You have to remember we all are interconnected. You can't have it both ways. If there's a oneness, even the opposition to whatever you like in your life or what you believe in is an aspect of you, is a part of you. And that is a lot of this, wake-up call, this next level of awakening is going to bring that more and more into the forefront. That we may find ourselves part of our soul group, our soul tribe, our soul community, maybe people that we would not normally hang out with or be around, or we may not understand, but we will find on a heart level, on a soul level, that there is enough resonance and there is enough coherence. So in a way that's about letting these judgments fall. You know, again, you have preferences. You have the way that you like to eat your life, you know, that you like to live your life. I mean, I like filtered water. I have filtered water throughout my whole house. But and of course, I've traveled before and I've had to eat or drink things that I wouldn't normally drink, you know. But that's just me. If I went to somebody's house and they didn't have filtered water and I was thirsty, or that's all they had, and they were being very gracious and hospitable to me, I'm not going, that's just me. I'm going to connect and have that rapport. I'm not going to say, oh, I can't drink that, you know. So that's your own decision. I'm not giving a judgment on this. I'm just trying to explain some things about how it works as we extend or expand in consciousness and extend out our vibrational frequency. Extending or expanding, ascending is rising out of the extremes of the polarity plane. So you become more inclusive. Yes, you become more inclusive. So it's not a black or white issue. There's a lot of shades of gray and there's a lot of different colors, hues of color. And it's individual. It's individual to your values, your value system, and how, not who you are, because you are a spiritual being, but how you are. So these are some of the things that are going to start coming up September on and kicking more into high gear, you know, the end of this year into next year, especially February on. So it's like, you may find yourself agreeing with someone that you wouldn't normally agree with, or getting help or support or understanding. Or you may see something in someone and be giving them that help or that understanding. Whether it's in social media, in a comment, a conversation, or just in your own mind, where you begin to have more empathy, or you begin to have more compassion. That begins to dissolve the lower vibrational frequency of separation of us and them. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have your preferences and you don't have your soul family that you feel very comfortable with, aligned by your purpose, right? By how you live or how you want to live. But there's a very different way of doing that. You can do that with openness, compassion, or you can do that with hardening, where you're stealing your way, you're stealing yourself away from something or someone, a group, you're stealing. You see that? Or you can just live your life as you want to, and this is how I like to, and this is how my family does, or this group, or this community. But it's about starting to dissolve the hardening feeling, dissolve the hardness, dissolve the walls within the mind, within the mental structure, within the emotional body. This begins to move you through the etheric, into the astral, and then into the soul level, the Akashic. All right, Radiant Soul Lights, please let me know how this resonates with you. Let's get to the readings. We've got soul story number 1, soul story number 2, and soul story number 3. Soul story number 1, let's tune in. All right, so you picked this feather, and we're going to see what that message is. We'll put this right there. And let's see what you've got. Divine will, let go of fear. Wow, if you listen to what I was saying in the channeled guidance portion, I'm going to put these out here. You've also got inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So this is the energies of September. This is how the energies are going to affect you. Well, for one thing, I feel like there's a lot of opening. There could be some sudden news or something, a revealing, maybe a secret, something that you've wanted to know comes to light. You've got jump in and draw median energy, adventure, say yes to change. Then you've got, I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healings to others. Wow, this taps into the channeled guidance, the messages, the soul messages before. Then you've got part of fortune, increase. If you're here on this road, I've got a truck. Initiation by water. Wow. This is a powerful month for you. Walk your truth. Okay, and then you've got the devas, so connecting with the spirit realm, even the elementals. And then relationship level, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Now this could be romantic or life partner, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend. This could also be new relationship, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So I'm getting a couple things here, and then I'm going to do the tarot. Soul story number one, I feel with you there's a lot to do with communication, clearing the air, and also in perhaps relationship. Some of you, there could be a new relationship on the horizon. You're getting the guidance to give it a chance, to jump in. Some of you, you're working on a relationship, a partnership. This could be business partnership. I feel like many of you are, it's about walking your truth. So how do you remain compassionate and open? You know, keep your heart open, but also speak your truth and walk your truth, walk your walk. So some of you may have come out of situations where maybe you took one side and they took another, this hard edge or hardened feelings that you're having to come out of, okay? I do get definitely clear the air with someone. There is some increase, something that you've been wanting. Could be financially, could be in relationship, could be an opportunity, creative endeavors. There's some kind of increase that, and I would say probably the 3rd or 4th week of September, where something that you have been wanting to have happen does happen. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at soul story number one. The 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. So 4 of Swords, so you've definitely many of you have withdrawn from someone. Ace of Swords, a lot of changes in the winter months, getting clarity. 8 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, you've got 2 4s. 7 of Cups is what you're showing up as. 9 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles, 2 9s, a completion, 2 4s. There it is, look at that. 3 of Swords. So some of you, and 2 cards came out here, the Hermit and also the Lovers. So I definitely feel for you, September has a lot to do with relationships, overcoming misunderstanding. Those of you that are in partnership, there are some difficulties that you have to go through, or you are going through, to get to the other side, to clear the air. For some of you, you might have been in a situation, or you are in a situation where you feel that somebody's more dominant, or they've been dominating you. You might be feeling control. Could be in the work situation, could be in the office, some kind of work situation, school, something. You're feeling this, what can I do to not feel controlled? Some of you I feel like there could be a breakup and then you get back together. Some of you, there's a breakup and then there's a new relationship. I'm definitely feeling if not September, in the fall months, fall to winter of this year. Many of you are meeting, and I feel like you could have just got out of a relationship maybe months ago, weeks ago, and there is somebody new coming in. Definitely doing a lot of work on yourself, but many of you are also working a lot. There is a decided decision for many of you in, God, I heard January just now. You're trying to make the decision now, but some of you won't be able to make the decision until January. That makes sense, okay? You know who you are. Whatever that decision is, you may not be able to make it as quickly. I feel that in the winter months for many of you, the bulk of you, I would say, the majority of you, there are turning points, very large decisions to be made, and change, big change that's coming. Some of you, again, there's this about this relationship. Do I jump in, or is it a career decision? Do I make a new decision? Is the decision that I'm making right? You've got a lot that you're on your mind. It's a lot of decisions. There's a lot that you're balancing. This could be creative projects, or this could be just dreams or goals or desires you're starting to work on. Or many of you, there's things that are starting to come into fruition. There's things are sprouting. So some of you, the decision is going to have to be made intuitively. I do feel like you move from the Hermit. This could be Virgo, Gemini energy here. Many of you go from being alone for a long time, some of you many years, many months to many years, to being in a long-term, long-standing relationship. Many of you go, and here it is, Nine of Pentacles, Virgo card, and you've got Hermit. So it's the decision, do I do this? Wow, some of you, I want to do another card, because I feel some of you, let's see what's going on. Let's clarify this a bit. Some of you have been working on pain. It's time to let go of the pain and the betrayal, let go of the past. But you're wondering, should I try this relationship? Should I get involved? Some of you are drawing in a partner, life partner, could a lover, life partner. Strength, you have the strength. You've got Leo here. Let's clarify that. Your strength is up. King of Pentacles, there it is, Virgo again. So it could be a Virgo, could be Taurus, Capricorn, but I'm getting a lot of Virgo energy, or you're Virgo, or it's in the time of Virgo. Yes, Seven of Pentacles, you could be waiting to hear from someone. Or this is just going to take a long look at Ten of Cups. Yeah. Wow. You have the strength, soul story number one. For those of you that this has to do with relationship, there is definitely a relationship coming in, and it's everything that you want. You've got the Ten of Cups here. So there's a lot of emotional connection, emotional fulfillment, but it's going to take a while to grow. You could be at a distance from the person, or maybe online. I don't know why I also get there could be something about moving in or moving together, or visiting back and forth, or one of you may move to the same town but not yet together. It's going to take a longer process, but I am hearing give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Now this could be also for people that you're working with creatively. For some of you, it could be a new job. Give it a chance. Give the people a chance within it. For many of you, this is about a more of a romantic partnership. Wow. Okay, let's see what your feather is. Magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. Well, that's what I said earlier, right? So that's the message. Let go of what is no longer needed. That's the feather that you got. The magpie. Magpie is also about communication. It's also about gossip. Magpies are very vocal. I was around them when I lived in England. So there could be something about gossip around you, or someone gossiping to you about you, or your gossip, or just scuttlebutt, or just could be news and you're talking about it, the news, or this is going on, that's going, world events, current events, could be around your friends or office or family. But definitely this is also about reprioritizing, letting go of what you no longer need, which is the heaviness of the betrayal or any past trauma or wounding. You've been working on yourself a lot to let this kind of stuff go, okay? That doesn't mean you not think about it every now and then, but it's I really get it's like about not living from that place anymore, living from the wounding. You're ready to free up. You've got the strength from all this heartache and heartbreak. You've got this strength. And many of you are going to be doing quite well financially also. There's an increase financially is what I'm hearing. But I do feel there is a partner coming in for you. There's a very, very important relationship for many of you. Some of you, you're working on a relationship that is important to you, and it's going to turn the corner is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Let's look at the Theta Wave. Let's see, soul story number 1. It's pretty much what I'm getting for you. It's really letting go of the past, letting go of past hurt, and risking, jumping in, living more fully, jumping into your life. You know, now you do, you know, look at that change. It's a butterfly. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. I've got a lot of glare. I'm doing this reading at night. So I've got a lot of lights on. And it's hot. I'm like, sweaty here. Okay, so change. That's what I said. So there's a change in the energy around you, which is bringing you new people into your life, many new relationships, a special someone relationship, soulmate relationship. You have to give it a chance. Again, you have to give relationships of all kinds a chance. You've been hurt in the past. Maybe people lied to you, betrayed, miscommunications. You're having to forgive and move on. This reading is about you jumping back in. I mean, don't throw caution to the wind. This is channel guidance. You know yourself. But it is saying don't hold yourself back anymore. That's the message. Stop holding yourself back. Okay? Your Soul Insights mantra for the month is, it just flew out. There's a couple of them coming. Let's see, is there another message? Okay, there's a message from the soul purpose. Let's see what that is. Friday. Friday's lucky. Whenever you see this. Story number 1. What is the message that you have for them? Potion maker, herbs and oils, spices boiled, a witch at heart, an easy start. So some of you could be very benefited by herbs or aromatherapy, oils. Also perhaps some of you, there's something you need to clear. Phlegm, you could be spicy, you know, chai, I don't know, pepper, cayenne. Spices are good for you right now. Turmeric, something, it's going to help some of you. There's something, obviously, if you can't tolerate spices, don't do this, but there's something with a change in food. It's either spicy or cleaner. It's cleansing or cleaning you out. Separated. You have steered away from your soul's mission. Ooh, look at that. I feel that has to do somebody you're separated, whether you've been separated, is coming back. So this is the jump in. Some of you have had some goals, some dreams, some desires. There's something that you've wanted to do. September is time to reconnect with that. Okay, reconnect to your dreams, your goals, your desires. Here it is with your dreams. Stop just thinking about it. You need to take some action steps or make a plan and follow through on it bit by bit. So this isn't for all of you, but I felt like there was some message that wanted to come through additionally. So your Soul Insights mantra, and it came back, is I'm ready to live fully. That's it. That's the jump in. I'm ready to live fully. Oh, wow. And I can feel it in the heart chakra. Some of you, I'm ready to love completely. So some of you, you know, rightly so, due through wounding and some situations, you've been half in and half out. That's what this is. Look at the hands, half in and half out. That's what I'm getting from this. And a big purpose for you, soul story number 1, is to love fully and live fully. There it is for some of you. I am ready to love fully and live fully. So yeah, no more holding yourself back. That's the big change. It's going to bring a lot of increase, a lot of abundance to you, a lot more love, a lot more connectedness. But it starts from you living more fully and loving more fully. All right, soul story number 1. Please let me know how this resonates in the comments with you, how it unfolds for you. If you haven't subscribed yet and you feel a resonance, I would love you to. And I do hope to see you in the next reading. Take good care and shine bright. Hello, soul story number 2. If you chose this soul story, this is your reading. All right, so we've got a feather here. We will look and see what that is in a bit. I'm going to lay the cards out, then I'm going to do a bit of tarot. I already feel a very different energy with you, very magical, mystical, even like a little witchy energy. Some of you could be studying ancient wisdom, astronomy, astrology. A lot of you, I feel, are into history or the background of something, maybe even esotericism, the occult. I feel inquisitive mind. I do see, very interesting, I do see pyramids around you. Maybe Machu Picchu, little Giza, I don't know. They could be Colombia or Peru. So there could be, you could be traveling a lot, or you're going to be, or many of you may have traveled to sacred sites before, or you have an interest in that. Maybe you're a history buff or watching the History Channel in the United States and whatever, you know, other country you're in, that kind of thing. So let's see here. We've got Ascended Masters, create open communication. Okay, that's interesting. So I feel a lot also with ancient Egypt, Egyptian times, maybe even Lemuria, I'm hearing. Atlantis or more Lemuria, maybe more Lemuria. So I feel like some of you read something and you get a download, or you watch a movie or something, you know, a show, and you get a download. You feel a resonance. So there are those from the other side, ancient ascended masters, ancient beings that I feel that you're either in touch with, work with. Some of you even a Chinese, could be medical doctor, herbalist on the other side. You could go to a museum and start getting downloads or feel a connection. So I feel like there's like a portal that's opening up to you. Some of you already understand this and have been living this way. Some of you, I feel you're starting to understand more of your roots, where you come from, whatever that means. Oh my God, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So a lot of you have this Lemurian connection. And there are some masters or guides that are connecting more to you. Or you're getting memory, flashes of these memories. Okay. Oh, here we go. No wonder. Empathetic starseed. Empathic starseed. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. So you have to be aware not to absorb what's not yours. But see, that's what I'm saying. You are empathic. So you're also empathetic. You have a lot of empathy, but you're also empathic, meaning you do pick up energy from maybe old books or jewelry, or even this dimension, this lifetime, books or clothes or jewelry that people have, or you go in a house, and you know the vibe, or restaurant, you pick up on vibes, the vibes that hang in the air. Especially I feel with old jewelry or movies or museums, you start you go through that portal. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but you go through that portal. That way, which is better. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very. So some of you have to be just a little bit more protective of your energy, not on guard, but protective. You may want to do cleansing baths or clearing to make sure that you clear your auric field. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life fully to it. This is the Spirit Awakened card. Now, for many of you, I feel that these are these different lives or lifetimes coming through. There's this convergence for you where you may all of a sudden know things that you didn't know before, or certain abilities or gifts or interests, because these other divine aspects of you are synthesizing into this body vehicle. Oh, look at that. Sun, Spirit. So you got Empathic Starseed, Lemuria, Ascended Masters. So a lot of you could be very intuitive, highly empathic, might be empaths, sensitive people, channelers. You know, if you are astrologers or do anything like that, that's more left brain, sciencey, you're bringing your intuition into it. Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Yes, look at, you're getting these cards about the spirit realm. September is a time for you to really connect more with the spirit realm. I feel like they're going to be talking to you. Some of you may be opening up more psychically, having these psychic openings. Balance, but I am hearing you need to balance it. So this extended or expanded energy, expanded consciousness, you're going to have to figure out how to balance it in your everyday living. And then you got medicine. So I did say something about aromatherapy. And I did say something, right, I think, let me go back, about a doctor on the other side that could be helping you. You could be tapping in. Some of you could work in medicine or alternative medicine or healing or traditional, conventional Western medicine. I do feel Chinese medicine around some of you, maybe acupuncture. But you're also looking the medicine to bring in peace, to bring in the balance in your life. So some of you have come out of a time of a lot of tumultuousness. Now my nose is itching, and there's an old proverb, somebody's thinking about you. Let's see what your relationship cards say. Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. That could be on your own or with someone. Again, I felt travel, sacred sites around you. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Well, many of you are focused, or that balance, you're way out expanded, and you're like, September is going to be like, oh God, I got to get grounded, or I got to balance my energy. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So some of you could be meeting somebody, and you could be going away, is what I'm hearing. Some of you, I feel, are partnered, and there is a lot to do with finance. Maybe you're buying a house, a car, wanting to move. Some of you, I do feel that you are going to be living more in a group setting, maybe on the property of someone, group home, or with it, or a few of you in one home, a larger home. Let's see, so it's number 2. I get a very gosh, it's a much different energy than soul story number 1. I get a very light, kind of wistful energy around you. Very very ethereal. Very ethereal. There's an ethereal energy, maybe an angelic energy. A lot of deep healing. I feel you could be healers. A lot of you are moving, either in September or you're planning it. Let's see. 4 of Pentacles. Well, there's the retreat. Some of you, the earth and earth changes and what's happening currently is just, it's too much for you. Oh, look at that. 2 of Cups, connecting with the higher self, spirit. So let's get them out. Strength. Your ability to overcome challenges is great. Your ability to overcome challenges is great. You're at the top of the mountain, you can rest. So some of you need to rest. You've been going through a lot. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Wands, exhaustion. A lot of work on yourself, helping others, of service, career work. And there you are, 7 of Wands. That's the courage. You've got strength and 7 of Wands. So you're showing up, standing up for your convictions, or you're going to be in September. There's something that you're standing up for, but it's how you live, how you are, is what I'm hearing. Wow, Star card, another very spiritually connected card. Aquarius, following your own star. some of you, someone's going to help you. Could be male or someone that identifies more male. There's a masculine principle. So you might feel a lot of inspiration, get a lot of insight, a lot of inspiration for inspired action. September is a time that's going to be very busy for you. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, job well done, completion, the Tower. That's something wonderful coming in, I feel. And Queen of Pentacles, recuperation, rest, renew. Could be Virgo, could be Taurus, Capricorn also. Oh, let me just see soul story number 2. Let me just feel you. Definitely going to be getting more cooperation, and any misunderstanding gets cleared up in September. I keep hearing January, so there must be something big on a collective level that's going to be happening in January. I'm going to have to tune in later this week or something, connect with my guides, do a deeper dive and see what I can, if any more comes. But you're getting that January time period also. I do feel that for some of you, there is a contract coming, signing contracts. Is it legal dealings? I'm getting more contracts, and I'm getting also more in the world, more out there, or getting more known in your field, your field of expertise, taking on a leadership role, but you're not doing it in a very pressury way. I want to see what else is there. You're going to be feeling under less pressure. You're going to be more on your own timing with things. And it does show support or help also for some of you in financial matters. There is someone or someone coming in your life that's going to be very supportive and helpful. 2 of Pentacles, that is change, see? Yeah, there it is, 6 of Wands, acclaim. It's also trust, the card of trust. But there is some kind of reward, acclaim. Some of you may be actually getting a financial bonus or reward. Okay, 8 of Swords. Let's see what that is about. 6 of Swords. So there is just a little bit of, and then 2 of Wands, handling the energy. So some of you, there is some kind of situation where you have to clear the air. There's some kind of misunderstanding. Or you're feeling restricted or held back somehow. But I do see you kind of rising up. I do see you being able to move forward and being seen for what you know. So there is some kind of acknowledgement, validation, acclaim. It could be more customers, more clients, some kind of increase, but also support. Someone that's coming to help you is what I'm hearing. A lot of you have wanted help, assistance, or support. All right, the feather you got was Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as positive change. Well, that's what I was talking about. So someone coming to help you. Look at the color. I love the color of this feather. So someone may see you, whether it's on social media or a friend suggests you, or a colleague, or something you wrote, or maybe you interviewed for something and you forgot about it, and then they call you and come back. We want to bring you in for another interview. There could be a succession of interviews. For some of you, oh, we want to hire you, or we couldn't find you, or we lost your number, you changed your number, you moved, something like that. There is definitely a new creative adventure that's going to bring a lot more acclaim, validation. You're going to be seen more as an expert in your field. The go-to person is what I'm hearing. It does bring financial rewards and also emotional rewards. So I do see September bringing more emotional connection, more emotional rewards, more emotional fulfillment, more emotional satisfaction, and also more financial fulfillment, financial rewards also. So it's a lot for you about the emotions in September and the financial aspect of you. So the material aspect of you as well as the emotional aspect for you. Let's look at the Theta Wave. So if you're looking for someone to do a creative venture, that person it's showing on the horizon. Some of you may work with your partner or work with someone, and there's a new, I feel like there's getting business. Some of you could be in PR, or let's see, look what you got. Playtime. Well, that to me is creativity. Your creativity, what you're doing is like play. And there it is, journey. So some of you are on a long journey. This is the soul path, but I also feel it has to do with travel. So a lot of you are going to be traveling. It could be travel for work. Then you got haunted and curiosity. And the haunted, I feel, is something was haunting you from the past. And that could be past life. That could be other dimensional. That could be that these memories that get triggered by what you read or what you watch on, video. They remind you of another lifetime. They remind you, for some of you, they remind you of a past relationship. They remind you of another time. And so you're going to be working through that in September, and then let your curiosity guide you. So your curiosity and your spontaneity is going to be very helpful for you in September, and also I hear January. There's something very similar for you about September. It's going to be very similar to what you experience and what goes on around you and for you in January. I feel this September is preparing you for January, whatever that means. Changes, new direction, decisions. September is preparing you for January, soul story number 2. Okay, so let's see what your soul insights mantra is. Some of you, it's about completing something. I have the stamina or the strength to complete what I need to complete. That's for some of you. I don't know what that's about. Okay, for many of you, you're on a journey. I'm on a journey of self-discovery and self-expression. And I'm hearing to tell you that's good enough. That is a great service. You expressing authentically. You expressing through your creative projects, your art, your music, your designs. You expressing wherever you're at, wherever you're working or whatever you're doing, how you express is adding to the whole. It's helping humanity. You expressing authentically. You've been very challenged by that. Some people have put you down for how you express what you believe in. So it's saying hold to your truth and express from your truth, which means express from your soul. Don't be haunted by your past. Let your past go. Whatever happened in the past is in the past, and you're in the present now. All right, Radiant Soul Light, please let me know how this resonates for you and how it unfolds for you. I wish you a beautiful September of love, light, wisdom, and I wish you so much prosperity in this new venture. All right, take good care, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Hello, soul story number 3. So as I'm doing the pre-shuffle, I'm hearing 1 is the loneliest number that could ever be. It's a song from a long, long time ago, even before my time, before I was born. But okay, so I'm getting a lot to do with you with relationship and really wanting connection. There could be disconnects from family or friends. There could be estrangement. But I also feel that you've moved into this kind of, I want to say either leadership position or very independent position where you're not going to compromise so much anymore. I don't know what that's about, who that's for. So, but I also feel number 1, like for some of you are feeling very good about yourself, very confident. Some of you could get actually an award or something, or some kind of validation for being the number 1 person or salesperson, or you're someone's number 1 person or go-to person. So I do feel like there is some kind of separating out from the group with you, where you might be getting some level of distinction or honor. Could be a raise in pay, could be a bonus. Some of you, I get dorm room, or you have a roommate or living together, so you may get something and they don't get something. I don't know. There's some kind of distinction that's happening. We'll see more as we go into the reading. This is the feather that you chose. We'll be looking at that. And let's see, we got soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Okay. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow, if you listen to what I was sharing in the channel guidance, that's this unbinding. But also soul story number 2 had a little bit of that. That's what I mean. That's play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So right away I am getting that number 1, you know, what is the loneliest number? Da, 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 da. I don't remember that. I don't know the song. I don't even know how it came in my mind. So there could be feeling alone, obviously, on your own. You need to play more. Maybe you've been working a lot, or maybe you've been, you know, isolating. Maybe you've had to quarantine. But you're unbind. See, the unbounding, I feel, is you're coming out from either a group of people, could be a spiritual group or religion, could be family. You're coming out more independently. You're getting your own self-rule, your own autonomy. You're individuating. You're connecting. And again, these fragments, parts of you that had to be held back, are now coming through more. They're shining through. You're shining more. I reach out my hand and my heart to connect, to unite all of humanity. Reach out. Whoa. Maybe that's what it is. Are you helping others to connect with others? Maybe you're thinking of doing a spiritual center or some kind of community, whether online or in person or both. Are you the mediator around, or the liaison with people? But so there's something about this reaching out and connecting, reaching out in your heart, uniting humanity. So people are feeling fragmented. Maybe you're connecting with people to bring the fragmented back together within yourself, your own life, and with others through this situation. It could be a type of healing work. North Node, life's purpose. Yeah, so you're really living your life's purpose. Or many of you are about to find what your life's purpose is, or your soul's purpose. But I feel for many of you, there's something about bringing people together. You could be an event planner. I don't know. You somehow bring people together, people that have been fragmented. Maybe some of you do soul retrieval, or that might be something that you want. I do. I'm a soul retrieval practitioner, and there are many. Maybe you even do it through meditation, but there's something about bringing it back together, uniting with others for a cause, uniting services. Ooh, trust in the plan. Ooh, soul story number 3. Look at this. Life's purpose, trust in the plan. If this is about relationship, it will be granted. Your wishes are coming through, even though it doesn't look like it. You're going to get much more done by creativity and joy and lightening up, being a little more spontaneous. Oh, celebration. Some of you, I do feel there's a birthday, but also wedding. I'm hearing something like, could be a wedding shower. There's something like that you're going to be going to that's going to be quite fun. Some of you are reconnecting with family, I'm hearing. Oh, an animal kingdom. Okay, connecting with the animal. You're very connected. Animal kingdom, people kingdom. Let's see what you've got in the relationship cards. You've got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Well, these are for some of the people that are feeling more alone or too much on your own. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that's coming up, whether romantic or friendship, family. Could be business where you say, hey, I really want to do this, or I really want this raise. I really want this position. I'm ready for this, or I want to do the training to get this. So you're coming more from your heart, and this card talks about it. Also, I reach out my hand and my heart to connect, to unite all of humanity. Basically, I feel September for you is just going to be a lot of confirmation, soul story number 3, and confirmation that, hey, I'm just going to be more me. People like it or don't like it. I know what I'm about, and I'm not censoring myself anymore. That's what I feel a lot with you. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart, again, heart, to give and receive the highest energy of all. So many of you, if you already are in a committed relationship and you're very happy there, then it's going to get better. There may be some heart-to-heart communications, some difficult communications, or you may be just opening up on a heart level in your next level of heart opening. For those of you that, I don't know if it's in September, it might be September, but I feel like September is a preparation for you for relationships. So you could be start talking to somebody or hanging out with someone. So you're preparing and you're trusting God, trust in the divine plan, trust in your soul plan. Many of you, if you don't know your soul's purpose, your life purpose, you're going to be getting an awareness of that. Some of you are working with children or mental work with children. Some of you with animal beings, you could want to be an animal communicator. So it's this way, 3. I definitely feel that you're becoming unchained or unbound from previous beliefs, ideas, ways that you thought you had to be, from upbringing. Some of you, it could be more from a culture. It could be culture, I say in Spanish, cultura, or it could have been more of like a corporate culture that you're freeing up from. 3 of Wands, okay. This is trust, being open, but also not compromising oneself. The 3 of Wands. Could be success in business ventures. In other words, business could be doing well, but it's also kind of hearing your own drum, your own beat, your own song. Connecting more to the Hierophant. Connecting to the higher self. This is the Hierophant, Taurus. But this is also, okay, so a lot of you are connecting more to your higher self, your true self. A lot of you are getting glimpses of what you're meant to be doing, okay? I get that definitely. So you're hearing something spiritual, or spiritual messages coming to you, or you're hearing spiritually. So you could be hearing from a guide, source, God, your higher self. There's some spirit soul connection that's starting to guide you more. Look at that, the wheel, balancing. Whatever you're setting in motion, it moves you to the next level. And that may be because you're having a heart opening. 8 of Cups, walking away from the old life. I really feel some of you, I don't know if it's a relationship or a career or job, you're walking away from something or someone. You're walking towards this Wheel of Fortune, this change. You're going with the change now. Hangman, Pisces. So that's getting, and it's right under the Hierophant. So some of you got some kind of download, or you're going to, this is the future that I'm predicting. You get some kind of download. It starts changing your perception of what you think you can do or think you can have. And it moves the wheel, and it gets 9 of Swords. It gets you moving in a new direction. The 9 of Swords, be cautious to listen to other people's point of view too much. Crow. Oh, wait. I just wanted to pick that up. Okay, I'll do that first, but I wanted to let me lay out the tarot. Wow, that was weird. Okay, 4 of Wands, you've got the 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and 4 of Wands, a completion. Some of you, the completion could be marriage or planning for a marriage. Some of you, the completion is, again, the world. 6 of Swords, it could be moving, could be travel for you in September. I keep hearing January, something's happened. And Temperance, an alchemical process. So this is great change. There's a lot of change that's coming for you in September. Let's look at the Feather card. Since it just called out to me, okay, there's your Feather. You got Crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. That's the Hierophant. You're opening to the higher self. You're getting the higher insight, the higher wisdom, the higher truth. Use this energy to create your reality. Well, that's what you're trying to do in September. You're getting a new viewpoint. You're looking at things differently to shape your reality. Now, Crow also portends change. don't have it on this card, but as a shaman, you know, I've studied animal medicine. The crow and rock medicine I'm initiated in. So the crow portends change. Now, you have the wheel here, which portends change. Something is changing. The Four of Wands, a completion. There's change. Six of Swords, moving on. There could be a lot to do with communication in September. But I feel it's communication that's preparing. The thing that I got to tell you is, do not get in your head in September. If you start worrying and getting an anxiety, find a positive way to release that energy. Do mantra meditation, you know, do a mantra. You know, I am in my perfect timing. I am trusting my timing. I'm trusting my inner guidance. That's a good mantra. That's a good soul insights mantra for you. You know, I trust my divine guidance. I trust the divine timing. I trust the timing. You know, I'm following my life's purpose. You know, just start, instead of the worry thoughts or anxiety about your decision. Some of you, this is a decision to leave something or someone. You're leaving, some of you, it could be a job or a career. Or you have money saved and you're leaving and you're worried about, did I do the right thing? Or you're going to go into a new direction work-wise. That's for many of you. Also hearing the name Paul, Paulson. Could be St. Paul or something like Paul. Could be Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minneapolis. Could be something with that. Some of you are actually going to be, you got the Emperor on the bottom. So this, for some of you, this has to do with leadership position, upgrade. You're getting upgraded, up-leveled. It could also have to do with business. Okay, we have the Empress here. Venusian energy, Venus. Taurus, Libra, Virgo. Page of Cups. This could be offers, beginning of something that is very emotionally fulfilling for you, but it's in the beginning stage. This is also telling you to trust your intuition. Leo, Strength card. Your strength is in touch, is in connecting to your intuition, soul story number 3, through the changes that are coming up for you. Let's see what the message from Spirit is. Ten of Swords, releasing the past. And the Knight of Wands, to move forward. So this could be someone that comes in your life in September, maybe October at the late, that shakes up your world. Could be a bit of a jolt. And, but I feel like the jolt is to move you forward, is to show you another way, if that makes sense. There's something about another way for you. Okay, another, let's ask, what is this other way? Can I have some more? So weird. I'm also hearing something about spinach. Oh, now you got the Hermit, so it's screaming. Virgo, card of Virgo. So higher self, you've got the Hierophant and you've got the Hermit. Those are all cards about connecting to your own inner light, your own inner wisdom, listening to your higher self. Hierophant could also be a student. You could be learning something new, studying, you know, something spiritual, spirituality. You could be a teacher. The Hierophant is also the card of the teacher that also communicates spiritual wisdom. So many of you could be spiritual counselors or teachers. Definitely the Hermit would be that as well. But they both have to do with pulling away to receive the input, to receive the guidance, the wisdom, to receive the downloads, to open up to the downloads from Spirit, from Source. It's also, the Hierophant is about relaying the information, teaching. The Hermit relays the wisdom or the insight or the knowing. Could be psychic. Could be something that you're receiving psychically. Three of Cups. Something and Fool. So new beginnings. Uranus energy here. Cancer, Scorpio. So there is a new beginning. Again, the wheel turns. There is some change. There's some new thing. You got the Crow for change. The universal laws. Use this energy to create your reality. This is the time for you to move more into conscious creation. to begin to shape your reality. If the thoughts that are in your mind are not supportive of your highest version of your life and yourself, the highest vision, the most extended or expanded vision, the most fulfilling vision of you in your life, then you need to change your thoughts. If the behavior or the actions that you're doing are not supportive of the highest vision of your life and the highest version of you, then you need to change that. So this is a time of decided change. You may even say to yourself, I don't want to hear that right now. Or listen to it, I hear you, but we're going this way. Okay, I'm not letting the fear stop me. Or you may be saying that to a person. Okay, let's see. Ooh, vitality. Well, I feel as you do more of what's right for you, your vitality comes up, okay? So there's something about boosting your vitality. Love is going to be, we're going to take all of these. Love, insight. Well, again, this has to do with the Hierophant and the Hermit. You have to stop and pause or stop and get your own insight. When you do that, you feel better. You uplift yourself. You move into a higher vibrational frequency, or extend or expand into a higher vibrational frequency. It's also saying that love is going to be very important for you in September. Communication, that's what I said, heart-to-heart conversations and communication. So heart-to-heart conversations, communication is very important to you this month. A lot to do with communication, overcoming misunderstanding. Some of you, the lines of communication might have got crossed. You're undoing them. Treat. This has to do with just giving yourself a treat. Playing more. This is about playing. And game. So this is like, okay, I'm going to play the game. I'm going to create my life, my reality. So some of you could be coming out of a bit of a depression or apathy, you know, about a situation, and now you're coming out going, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to create what I want. I'm going to play the game. For whatever that is for some of you, I'm going to play the game. I'm going to do it. I feel like there's one more card. What do we see? Soul purpose. That was, I think, number 2 or number 1, this card, because it shows life purpose here. So there needs to be, there's one more message. I got the life purpose card. Oops. And now we're going to pull from the soul purpose. There's something, a message here for soul story number 3 about their life. Ooh, there it comes. Beat maker. Ooh, this is you, soul story number 3. Beat to your own drum. Listen to the rhythm of your soul. That's what it's been screaming with the Hierophant, the Hermit. It's been screaming, even with the Empress, for fertility, increase. But the Empress knows her worth. The Empress energy is about worth, self-value, self-understanding, valuing oneself, appreciating oneself and their gifts, what they have to offer. So you've got the Hierophant, you've got the Hermit. It's about listening to your own inner guidance, your soul. Listen to your soul. So your soul insights mantra as, I listen to my soul, my life unfolds in soul fulfilling ways. Fulfillment is very big for you, soul story number 3. This is about making changes in your life that you feel makes your life more fulfilling, more worth living. You want to connect with more meaning and purpose. September is the time to do this, to focus on this. You want more meaningful connections in your life. You want to reinforce and feel gratitude, feel grateful for the meaningful connections that you have in your life now. Some of you, a gratitude list would be really great, or a grateful list. Call a friend, send an email, a text, get together, you know, if you can't in person, phone, FaceTime, whatever. And just hang out and just appreciate that connection. Because I feel like the insight that you're going to get is like, I can't live this way. I don't want to live this way anymore. And that's going to be your motive to make the changes to live more fulfilled. It's like, okay, all I do is work. I want relationships in my life. I want meaningful connections. I want a significant other. I want a partner. Or I have a partner and I'm grateful that I have a significant other. I have a family, but I want to do something in the community, or I want a career, I want a job, or I want to do something for me. I want to create something for me. So this is about making the changes in your life that bring more meaning and purpose for you, so that you're aligning more to your life's purpose, your soul's purpose. And the key for you is to get quiet, get still, do whatever you need to do. Is it walk? Is it run? Is it dance? What is it that helps you connect in to the Hierophant within? Your inner hermit, your inner Hierophant. Some of you, this could be down the road decisions about marriage or some kind of commitment. Now, it could be commitment to a person or to an organization, because I do feel there's something about contracts being signed. But beat maker. Beat your own drum. Listen to the rhythm of your soul. You're a beat maker. You create your own path. You can create your own reality. You create your own trail. You create your own path. You create your own music. You know, you're creating, you're very creative, but now you're applying that more and more to your life to shape your reality. Listen to the rhythm of your soul. So trust that rhythm, soul story number 3. Trust the timing of things. Trust your preferences. Like, you may think, I have to do this now. And it's like, no, I need to do that later. You know, so this is about radical self-trust, trusting the divine within you more. Trusting that Hierophant within. You know, the Hierophant is an intermediary from spirit or God, the infinite innate intelligence in everything and everyone. You're a mediator, but you have to do that for your life also. And you carry the light of Hermit. You shine a light. You help others connect to their own light. So many of you, this is just about a confirmation about being on track on your life purpose, your soul's purpose. For many of you, you're awakening to your next level. The communication is more with the divine, little self to higher self. You're communicating to the inner you. And there's going to be a lot of celebration, new people coming into your life. So, but it's happening because you're listening to your soul. Okay. All right, soul story number 3. Please let me know how this resonates for you, and also how it unfolds for you in the comments. I think, you know, we watched the video in the beginning of September, maybe rewatch it the middle of September or end of September, let a couple months go by and see how it's unfolded for you. All right, wishing you such a radiant, soul fulfilling month, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take good care.